Stylish and hip, but not anymore.
Beginning Monday on First News, we'll take an in-depth look at efforts to snuff out smoking.
And how it could end up costing you. First News at 6 a.m.
For investigations that matter to you, watch Inside Edition.
Weeknights at 6:30 on Channel 9.
Harold Penner's going all out for your business with the most remarkable suit sale ever. American designer suits from $58, 2 for $100. Save 80% on all wool gabardine suits made in Italy, $98. We're going to beat the pants off the competition with Sanzabel slacks, $38. You'll always do better at Penner's, where great service, quality, and price is my personal guarantee.
She's the debonair dame of the pointed remark.
My rear tires have less pressure in them.
Dorothy on the Golden Girls. Weeknights at 11:05 on Channel 9.
Good morning, America. It's Sunday, May 15th, 1994. I'm Willow Bay.
And I'm Antonio Mora. Thanks for joining us. A landmark legal decision in California is our top story this Sunday morning. In a Napa courthouse Friday, 50-year-old Gary Ramona was awarded $500,000 in a lawsuit he brought against 2 therapists, charging they planted false memories in his daughter that he sexually molested her throughout her childhood. We will have more on this case and a conversation with Gary Ramona in just a few minutes.
Also this morning, an alarming new workplace study finds a dramatic increase in permanent layoffs of middle-aged men, a group that's most often the family breadwinner. In the last 12 years, the percentage of 35 to 54-year-old men on unemployment lines has doubled, and we'll have the implications of this disturbing trend later in the show.
And as soccer's World Cup prepares to kick off next month for the first time on American turf, we will pay a Sunday morning visit to a pickup soccer game in New York Central Park. We'll catch up there with a former pro soccer player who also happens to be a TV super hunk, Melrose Place, Andrew Shue. And I guess you're heading to Central Park in a few minutes?
Haha, the emphasis here is on soccer, not hunks. Okay. And we'll show you the latest banking fee you might find yourself paying if someone gives you a bad check. But first, here's Jack Smith at ABC News in Washington with the news of the day. Jack?
Morning, Willow. Morning, Antonio. And good morning, everyone. Secretary of State Warren Christopher is on his way to Damascus today to promote a land for peace deal that he hopes will keep the Israeli-Syria peace talks alive. Israeli officials say the U.S. has promised to sell them 21 specially designed F-15 warplanes as part of a plan to beef up Israeli defenses if it withdraws from the Golan Heights in exchange for peace with Syria. Meanwhile, in Gaza City on the West Bank, Arab guerrillas opened fire on an Israeli military post and killed a Palestinian on a nearby balcony by mistake. No Israeli casualties under the Israeli PLO Accord on Palestinian self-rule. Palestinian police are taking over in Gaza, but by stages. Here at home, President Clinton has announced he'll award the Medal of Honor for the first time since the Vietnam War. The award goes to 2 Army sergeants who were killed in Somalia last fall. Boston Judge Stephen Breyer heads for Washington later today, where he and his wife have been invited to spend the night at the White House. Tomorrow, President Clinton hosts a ceremony to announce formally Breyer's nomination to replace Justice Harry Blackmun on the Supreme Court. As ABC's law correspondent reports, the reaction to Breyer's nomination is still coming in and still overwhelmingly positive.
Listen to Robert Bork, rejected for the Supreme Court because some thought he was too conservative.
I think Breyer is one of the best choices we could expect.
And Harvard's Lawrence Tribe, not seriously considered because some think he's too liberal.
I think it's a wonderful nomination and will make a terrific addition to the Supreme Court.
Republicans rave about him.
I think that this is a very good choice. Stephen Breyer is a person with a big heart. He's a very decent man.
And the Senate's leading Democrat, Ted Kennedy, will sponsor him. However, the appointment could cost Clinton with some interest groups which are not as enthusiastic about Breyer.
He has a pronounced tendency to come down on the side of big business against small business and the corporate position against consumers, workers, and environmental safety.
There's never been an Hispanic on the court, and some Hispanics feel left out.
We don't want to just be the judged. We want to be part of those that do some of the judging as well.
From the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, only cautious optimism.
As I look at Justice Breyer's record, I think he